Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Most of my readings are not date or time specific, but this series of readings, I'm sort of doing a check-in on the midpoint of the year. So we're going to look at something we need to release from the last 6 months, and everything else will be focused on the next 6 months of 2023. It is a general reading though, not a private reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. Always best to just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. And if you're interested in a private reading with yours truly, there is a link in the description box below this video that will take you to the booking page to check it out. Anywho, you can be here as a cross watcher for a Scorpio. Sometimes the messages come through more for you in the connection and less about the other person. So keep that in mind. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. Yes, please do. And if you've been watching for a while and it just escaped your mind to do so, do subscribe. That would be so greatly appreciated. So I'm pulling from Gateway of Light Activation to activate the reading for those of you watching. Let's see what comes through. Memories of Atlantis. Spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. You've got the Ankh symbol there. I love that. Spiritual acceleration and progress. Well, we could sure use that. So what I'm going to do for you here, is go ahead and pull the spread. I'll give you my impressions, and then we'll get the details by clarifying. So let's see what we've got. Perfect. Oh, lovely. Okay. So nice. So this first card represents something from the past 6 months that you need to release. And that's, whatever has unfolded. If it has left you feeling like something has been lost to you, if there are regrets of the past or mistakes of the past, or just some kind of general sadness over a situation, what you need to do is release it. Release your focus on that. See the 3 spilt cups, because right behind you is the 2 of cups. So I feel it's like time to let the past go. The next 6 months, the energy signature has to do with self-care, Queen of Pentacles. So that's you getting your feet solid on the ground, but it's also a feminine archetype of a life partner. So it's almost like we're going to release what didn't come to pass and focus on the future. And in an energy of where we act as if. Okay, ready for life partnership if that's what you want. I'm saying that because I see the Hierophant here and the Lovers as well. This is something to look forward to in the next 6 months. Is the Lovers card. Now the Lovers card is a card of choice. So it can be about, reunion for those of you who are in separation. It can be about a whole new connection. But it's about, it is a card of sometimes we choose to come home to ourselves. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit of that as well, because something you need to explore is what stories you tell yourself, what chirping do you allow to kind of get into your stream of consciousness that leaves you feeling defeated. Because this 5 of Swords feels to me like an energy of defeat. Maybe there's been unfair fight or unfair situation where you feel like pardon me for the pun, the proverbial deck has been stacked against you. It's kind of that energy, and that's something you need to explore. And the way you're doing that is through getting grounded, taking care of you, putting you first. And coming from a higher vibration with that Queen of Pentacles as well. An important lesson you will learn in the next 6 months has to do with your beliefs, like who you are at your core, your beliefs around conventional committed relationships, or around the vows we take and make in all aspects of life. So there's your higher self coming through here with regard to your own belief structures around these things. And then in your next highest timeline, smooth sailing, my friends, moving to calmer waters, kind of getting the peace of mind that's been absent for a while. That's why you're going to kind of explore this Five of Swords, because where you're headed is on to something with more peace of mind, balance, and serenity. We could all use a little of that. So let's start with this Five of Cups here that you're releasing. The World, yep, endings and new beginnings. Okay, so it feels to me like there was an ending, or maybe just the need right now to close out a disheartening cycle with the love of your life. Maybe this person just isn't emotionally available right now. Maybe there's a question about their emotional maturity. I'm saying that because I'm seeing some energy here with regard to the future. I mean, I'm not seeing the Ten of Pentacles, but I'm feeling some moving on towards something more committed. And I feel like this situation has been disappointing. It didn't yield the results that you wanted, but you've learned a lot of lessons. Take the lessons with you. The World card is Saturn, the great teacher. And close out the cycle so that you can kind of ascend into your next highest timeline over here. We're looking at the Queen of Pentacles as the next 6 months, the energy signature. Ooh. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, so you need the ground beneath your feet, because there's going to be a lot of back and forth communication, and it's going to be held at a higher level. King and Queen of Swords, kind of like it. It's like you've met your match, or they have met their match in you. I do feel the communication will be faster, getting to the point faster. Revealing truths, total honesty, honor and integrity, leading with that, coming from a real solid, like you're firmly planted on the earth, and you've been taking care of you so that you can be a match for this person that you're dealing with, who perhaps has been disappointing in a romantic sense, but I'm seeing some pretty good communication coming in. Now, you can't do that if you're sitting here in grief, loss, sadness, and regret, right? So that's why the next 6 months you're going to focus on coming from a very grounded place, so that when this communication begins, you're not going to be buying what they're selling. You're going to be a perfect match for a high-level communication experience, meaning we're cutting to the chase, we're getting to the point. We're operating in truth and honesty. We're holding ourselves to higher integrity of clear communication. The King of Swords is the strategist of the tarot. So sometimes he can be a little cool and aloof and distant. And I'm feeling that it's the same person as this King of Cups under here, because that's the disappointment. Is that whoever this is just hasn't been emotionally available. And with Queen of Swords energy in the recesses of your mind, you will be a perfect match for cutting out the BS, cutting to the, straight to the point, and not giving this person room to hide. Okay, so I feel like it looks pretty good, but you're going to need to be grounded for that. The Lovers is something to look forward to. Yes. Well, feels like the passion returns and you both choose to work through your differences or the difficulties. I love the Six of Cups underneath, because that's past life soulmate energy. It's warmth, comfort, nostalgia. Here comes this person reigniting the passion. The Eight of Pentacles to me feels like, well, in this case, we're going to have to work through it. But if we both choose that, there feels like there's reunion energy here, but also some reconciliation and things that need to be worked through. And the reason why you're going to be able to work through it is because you're going to have a straight shooter conversation about it. And maybe more than one. It's not going to be like one 8-hour long convo. It's going to be a series of conversations where you hold your own and you're coming from your higher self, because that's an important lesson you're going to learn. You're coming from honesty and truth about your beliefs, and you're not falling into any fantasy here about, romance. It's like, no, it's important that you hear me and you understand me. And once this person hears that, there's a choice made. Well, like, maybe we can work through this. Maybe there is something here. So that's what I'm seeing you can look forward to. Something you need to explore, though, is this Five of Swords. The Moon. Yep, the fear that you can't trust what the person says. Oh my God. Yeah, like there's this energy where the first place you go is to defeat and to feeling like you're being set up. And maybe on some level in the past you have been. That's why you're being told, let that go. Close out the cycle of regrets, mistakes, loss, sadness, grief. And what you're exploring here is the fears that sort of rise up in you. And don't have you operating from your highest self at times. Notice that the Hierophant is under the deck. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I pull from the bottom of the deck as a way to tap into unconscious energy. What's your experience like in your psyche? Or what's playing out behind the scenes. So I feel here like some of the messages you have told yourself is, people just don't commit to me. I get breadcrumbs. I get lied to. I get played. I get betrayed. I get set up. So this is something that you need to explore, because you're releasing the Five of Cups, which is that disappointment, and it is coming from the past. The Five of Cups is always about the past. So I think you're going to explore those stories you tell yourself and how it impacts you. And then the lesson you'll learn is about the Hierophant, your higher self, who you are at your core, and your true beliefs around conventional committed relationships, and or just what commitment means to you in general. What does it look like? For some people, it's just about fidelity. Just don't cheat on me. We don't have to live together. We don't have to plan a wedding. I don't need any of that. Just don't cheat on me. Some people, that's their definition. Other people, no. My beliefs about commitment is we commit now, we get engaged, we have the engagement party, we plan the wedding, right? I mean, for some people, it's a lot more involved and detailed, and for others it's very cut and dry. Because I'm seeing the King and Queen of Swords, I feel it's a little more cut and dry for you especially, but in connection with this person. And once they realize that, then it takes all the fear away. It takes away the need for some gaslighting, the need for some, people telling you have truths and then pulling the rug out from under you. It takes that away. Let's see the Hierophant. Uh-oh. I had one flip over here. I'm going to take it. Beautiful. There's no rush. That's the important lesson you're going to learn. Know yourself, come from your higher self, be true to yourself, know your beliefs, be clear about them, articulate them clearly, and there's no rush. The moment will come when you have a decision to make. But if you're not at that, but you're going to take your time getting there. It's not a race. It's not a race. This connection is solid. It can be solid. If you're coming from the truth of who you are, how you see this connection, what is your vision of the connection going forward? Do you have timing expectations? I'm just giving you things to think about, because I think what I'm seeing here is the next 6 months are going to put you to the test of communicating yourself and your desires and your beliefs clearly, and therefore taking the edge off something that feels like it was very disappointing in the past, where you felt let down. And you'll be able to work through those differences or through that experience once you get clear that, oh, I'm kind of gun shy. I get kind of worked up when I feel I'm being gaslighted, or if I feel I'm being breadcrumbed, or if I feel that I'm not being taken seriously, or if I feel, right? That's what you're going to be exploring. And I think when you come out on the other side, you're going to realize there's no rush here. I'm in the driver's seat, and I proceed with clear intentions. I know who I am, what I want. And when we get to that moment, when I reach the crossroads, I know how to make that decision for myself. Really nice. Six of Swords is your next highest timeline. There it is. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 3. You won't really have to sweat it. The message in your next highest timeline is you don't have to worry about the future anymore. If you've got someone who's equally invested, at least if you're both on the same page. That's what's really important with the 3 of Pentacles. It's about cooperation, co-creation, collaboration. Like, we see things the same way. We're on the same page. That's all you need. You don't need timing. You don't need to make plans. You need to be clear with each other. Work through the difficulties or challenges, or where you may see things a little bit differently. Sort out the stories you tell yourself about it, and realize that you're in the driver's seat here, and there's no rush. And I really feel like you overcome all this anxiety. You get some peace of mind about the future, because you're not feeling like you're always, like the sand is slipping through your fingers. 5 of Cups. This is a huge reading, and I'm 100% sure I'm not even articulating it as powerfully as I'm feeling it, because we got this big lesson coming in. This is Saturn, as I said. Lessons learned often the hard way, but it may be a lesson, maybe a cycle closing out that you need to release, of what you tell yourself when someone doesn't live up to your idealized vision of them. I feel like you and this person, I know I'm really wanting to just shut up. But I feel like there's something big coming in via some non-emotional, check your freaking emotions at the door, clear communication, non-threatening communication. Hey, we're just going to sit down and talk like adults. And everything from there on in changes. That's how powerful I'm seeing this reading. So my apologies if I haven't made that clear. Before I give you the astrology, there is a link in the description box. I'm going to continue this reading for you and your King of Swords here. And I'm going to look at the two of you together, meaning like strengths, challenges, opportunities, whatever comes up, comes up. I'm going to get a message from this person to you and what they're picking up from you energetically at 5D. I'm going to get a message from Spirit, which is guidance, direction, support, confirmation, maybe a warning if necessary. Hidden energies, what's going on behind the scenes with your person that you don't know but might want to. And then the opportunities going forward in the connection, meaning the outcome, how things might unfold, and some more oracle. But before I do that, we have, as I have said 3 times now, Saturn in the house with the world, Aquarius and Capricorn. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. Queen of Pentacles, more Capricorn. King of Swords, Aquarius. Queen of Swords, Libra. Nice and balanced she is. Lovers is Gemini. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. I love that for you. The Moon is Pisces. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hierophant is out twice. That's Taurus. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. And that's what I've got for you. Thanks for joining me. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.